What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fans Sports Show, and today Washington goes down to the Philadelphia Eagles 24-8. Where the hell do we start at? I'm gonna say this first because I'm tired of hearing people say it. When I've said certain things about coaches, everybody always sit up there and think that I'm being an asshole or something like that. But I'm going to tell you just like it is. Scott Turner is not a good play caller. He's just not. I don't want to hear any radio host, any TV host, any YouTuber talking about how smart Scott Turner is, because he was a complete dumbass in this game. He called plays like he didn't even watch the Philadelphia versus the Vikings game. He called plays like he didn't watch film at all. And the thing that agitates me the most is that every time you turn around, there's somebody out there talking about how smart Scott Turner is, how intelligent he is, how he calls great plays, how he knows how to scheme stuff up. Yet and still, when you look at this game, you find out he don't know how to scheme nothing up. He hasn't gone back to that 2-back set since the first game in the season. And when he does go to it, he goes to it one time. This man is an awful offensive coordinator. Like I said, he calls plays like he hasn't even watched the film from the last game. You would have thought that he would have changed things up, or he would have done stuff that would have made sense. Do you know that this is the second team in a row? No, actually the third team in a row that has gone to this bunch set and has murdered us on the bunch set. I'm not even going to do the keys to the game because they lost all of them. Even the ones in the red zone. Why in the hell are your corners playing 7 to 5 yards off the wide receiver in the red zone? Not only in the red zone, but down by the 10-yard line. You telling me your guys still need 5 yards? On a small field. Yeah, this was a travesty. It really was. This was a game that one of my keys that I had in the game was all weapons on deck. This was a game where you could have used Taylor Heinicke. In fact, that play down at the 1-yard line, you could have used Taylor Heinicke for that. Because then Philadelphia would have had that count for Taylor Heinicke running the ball into the end zone. Taylor Heinicke was needed in this game, not to bench Carson Wentz, but there's some plays you could have done to get the offense going. And it wasn't utilized at all. We saw him go to Logan Thomas like what, twice? Twice? Carson Wentz was having a bad day. 9 sacks. 9 sacks. That's a coordinator issue. That's a coordinator not paying attention to the game correctly. That's a coordinator who believes more in what his play calls is and less in what's really happening in the game. Yeah. And then the defense. The defense gave up key plays. How do you get at one wide receiver almost get 200 yards receiving on you? This team did nothing in this game to make it a better game. Nothing. Not one single thing. There were times where Taylor Heineke could have changed the tempo in this game. And he refused to go to him. There were times where things could have turned out a whole lot better, and he didn't go to him. Everybody failed on this team. It wasn't even a play. This ain't even a player's faulted game. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them on defense missed a whole bunch of tackles. They missed a whole lot of tackles. I mean, this is why I was saying, don't let Jalen Hurts pass. Let them run the ball. I'd rather them run the ball and eat up clock than to pass like they were doing. Because we seen Jalen Hurts in 2 previous games look good passing the ball. We saw that. We saw that. I don't get why every time Washington comes out and play, it's like we're already on the losing end of the game. We're already losing before the game is even anywhere close to being over. Second game in a row that we go down 20-something points in the first half. 20-something points in the first half in two games. 2 games. But yet I'm the negative one. When I point out stuff that I'm trying to explain to y'all, it's stuff that should be explained to. Y'all too busy listening to people who make you feel better. When I tell you Scott Turner's dumb. Scott Turner is not a quality coordinator. He doesn't call plays correctly. 2 straight games in a row. When he went to that 2-back set, that was successful in Jacksonville. He didn't go to it in these 2 games, and guess what? They lost both games. Both games. In fact, not only did they lose both games, they went down big in both games. To the point at where they had to throw the ball almost the whole second half to get back into the game, or try to get back into the game. Understand this, our first points on the board was a safety. And Philadelphia fans, I'm pretty sure that, let me tell y'all something. Philadelphia fans won. Philadelphia fans, they won the game. And guess what? Philadelphia fans will be talking about how it was stupid that their coach went for it, sat up there and tried to run the ball that close to the end zone. Yet and still, we want to praise a subpar coordinator who doesn't know how to call plays in certain situations. Here we are again. Year 3. We're talking about Scott Turner and his situational awareness. Here we are again talking about it again. Again, what are they teaching these guys? That they're 5 yards to 6 yards to 7, 8 yards off of receivers in a short field. The A.J. Brown touchdown doesn't happen if St. Juice is up on A.J. Brown. That it doesn't happen. This is what I talk about, people. This is why you don't give credit to a person who's supposed to do his job. This is why you don't celebrate somebody who hasn't shown they have the ability to call plays that get you out of trouble. 9 sacks. 9 people. They did nothing to stop that pass rush. Scott Turner called no plays to stop it. This was a terrible loss, people. This was a very terrible loss. Y'all tell me what y'all think, cause this is deplorable. When I'm going to come back this week about this whole game, and I'm gonna talk about some more stuff. Other than that, man, this has been your man John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.